everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? What's eating you? Psychology Eats is here to help you. What's eating you? Hey, Karen. I had to go to my trunk and get my blanket. It's cold. It's chizzy. What's the weather like where you live? Ooh. Oh my God. Why do I get online and get sleepy all of a sudden? I have a blanket around me. It's cold. It is chilly. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, it's been raining. It was like muggy, rainy day here. Oh, allergies kicking up. Y'all, we're going to see if George is going to come. George is outside. I'm going to see if he's going to come and visit the live tonight. Alabama was warm. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. We just lost a very good one of our friends. She just passed away a couple of days ago. She lived in Alabama. Only 54 years old, survived breast cancer, and then she got diagnosed with like a cancer like in her bones. And that was maybe like 7 months ago, and fought it the best she could. But she knew she was sick. We were going on like back to back cruises. Like she just wanted to cruise and have fun and live her life. So a couple of the cruises, me and my husband jumped on with her and had so much fun, so many great memories and stuff. But she did just pass. Milwaukee, ooh, that's a noise. I'm in Jersey right now. And it's chilly because I'm not near the ocean, but the closer you get to the ocean, I'm more like an inland town, but the closer you get to like the ocean, the more chillier, it gets. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, but it's buggy. Hi, Giga Cat. Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien. I'm actually in a very Mexican town right now. Our town has gracefully, great, in what should I, not gracefully is not the right word. The Mexican population has revived this town. Let me say that. In a good way. In a good way. So we have a very large Mexican population in this part of South Jersey. In South Jersey, the immigrants who come here work the farms, and so they migrate here in the summer months, and then in the winter they go back to Florida, Mexico, whatever. But they come here to work the farms here. And I was just actually in this morning. When I went to my church. Growing up, there were always migrant housing, and so whenever you would pass the migrant housing especially on the weekends, the families would be out barbecuing and doing all that kind of stuff. So when I went past it today, I was like, "What happened to the migrant housing?" And they're not They're abandoned now. Yep. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, member. Thank you for being a member. So, shout out to the immigrants, legal or not. Legal or not. And I know they tearing Los Angeles up right now. When I was in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, there was protests in Vegas for migrants. And I ain't gonna hold you. We need migrants. And not that we need migrants to do like the work that maybe we don't want to do and to mistreat them in any way, but in many cases migrants come and work and they're able to elevate from that. Was I on TikTok today? Not real. Yeah, I was. Not like on there. I didn't go live over there or anything, but I was in the streets. Wow, what's happening? I was definitely in the streets. But yes, we need our migrants, and not just because we want cheap labor. We need our migrants because they come here and they're able to elevate like every other ethnicity did. The freaking Italians, French, you name it. They all came here and elevated from their immigrant status into building families generationally here. And they did the hard work when they got here, period. And it's just so behooving to me that Trump could lead this crap against immigrants when he married two immigrants. He literally married two immigrants. His wife is an immigrant. Like it's unbelievable. And even for her, like every first lady always takes on something that they want to put, they want to put a lot of work behind. Like, come on. Like, you would think she would be like fair treatment for immigrants who are coming to the country legally and even not legally if they're running from a possible death. Oh, God, I'm tired. I don't want to talk about it no more. Child, I'm tired. I can't. What is Trevor saying? Trevor, you gotta go. I can't play with kids right now. I cannot. I'm on my immigrant right now. I'm on the immigrant thing right now. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Nah. Anyway, so yeah, it's the protesters. They're protesting heavy, real heavy, right now in Los Angeles. And all I got to say is, y'all just keep doing what you gotta do. Why tearing somebody's child away from them. This, mm. I think if you lived your life by treating people the way you want to be treated, would you want somebody to rip your child out your hands and you never see them again and don't know where they're going? And then the government, especially at the Mexican, California borders or Texas Mexican borders, they're just letting anybody take these children. It's not like they have collaborated with Salvation Army or any other known group, Red Cross, to place these kids in a safe environment. They just letting any Tom, Dick, or perv. I'll take them. It's sick. Oh my God. I wish people would just get along life and would make it really would. It really, really would. They act like they don't love their kids like everybody else love their kids. If you coming over here on a little ass raft with your baby, and it ain't like they fleeing because they just don't want to live in Mexico no more. They running for their life. They running to be able to have food. They have basic needs. Their basic needs in a lot of those cases are not being met in the country that they live in. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So, And we can't get our kids and American kids to work at freaking McDonald's right now. You think they're going to be working in fields? I'm going to try to, before I leave this area, this ain't really picking season, but I'm gonna do some videos. I'm gonna do videos. If I see them out in the fields, I'm gonna do some videos. Like, and this is what they do. Like, y'all gonna do this? I come from a migrant family. My family were migrants, on my mom's side. And so, but back then, it was black migrants. And so they traveled for the area in Jersey where they settled to Florida. They went back and forth from Florida to New Jersey as the fields change and the picking change and all of that. But I knew about that life my whole life. They talked about it, how they would have to travel in the night because they were scared to travel during the day because of KKK when they got to the southern states. How my grandparents couldn't even read or write. On the day that they died, they did not. My grandma learned how to read her Bible, but they didn't know how to read or write. And my mom would have to read the signs to get them from Florida to Jersey. And they were scared because they didn't know what would happen. They always carried weapons with them because they didn't know if they was going to have to shoot it out with these hillbillies. All kinds of crazy shit. And this is during my lifetime. When I was born, they had stopped migrating, but they still worked the fields. Like my aunts, they were all just sitting around talking about working the fields. Like I'm telling you, like today, me and my mom was going to church, and we were passing fields and stuff where we live is in South Jersey is fields of potatoes or whatever. And my mom was like, "Oh, yep, they growing potatoes over there." Ooh, I remember we used to have to top potato. Like, that's real life. Hi, Ragu. Hi, Ragu. The USA, the USA can be a wonderful, great country to live in. We have more opportunities here than a lot of people have all over the world. But, and however, we can't stand around and watch more and more of our rights being taken away. If they could take away the rights of immigrants, women, they're going to take away other people's rights. And we have to stand for what is right. And what is wrong is wrong. Hey, let me read. Let me go back and read. You have to take care of your mental health, 100%. I don't even watch the news, and I've only been watching it because I'm not at my own house. I'm not controlling the TV. But I really don't watch the news. I stopped watching the news when that president was hired because I knew the nonsense was coming. I knew it was coming, and it's here, and we're living it. I mean, he just ordered martial order against the protesters in Los Angeles, but I didn't see nobody bust one window, throw one bottle at a police officer. That's when you call martial order. Like when they ransacked the Capitol. That's martial order right there. Nah, I don't watch the news a lot, Karen. I don't. I really, really don't. But that's really it. That's all we can do is just, that's that. I don't know. I don't know. Like a lot of people, like it's just gonna be a rough 3 years, or 4 years, but the amount of damage, I don't know. It's like you can clearly see that brown and black people are hated, and that's just what it is. Hated, hated, despised, and they will do everything to destroy everything that we have worked for, all of it. And that's the sad part, and it's sick. So all we could do is we're gonna have to do what we're gonna have to do. That's basically it. We're gonna have to do what we have to do. However that's gonna end up looking like. Because we can't allow everything to be turned around. We just can't. But other than that, Elon is a whole idiot. First of all, he's an immigrant. That's number one. I ain't seen nothing of fair skin come good out of South Africa. South Africans, the white South Africans, created a community of racist, horrific minded savages, and the way that they treated and still treat the black Africans who live in South Africa, the South African blacks, is horrible. I remember that was one of the first protests I ever participated in when I was in college. And we were fighting and marching against, I didn't even know what South Africa was. I didn't know it was a country, none of that. And got educated during that time with apartheid and separating from South Africa, like all the money and all the goods and services and all of that stuff. And then that's when we became educated about the Afrikaans in Africa and how they had forcefully taken over South Africa. South Africa is a beautiful country, but you should see how, if you study it, how divided they are. Even when Mandela took over as president, he couldn't undo all of the races that had already happened there. Elon and Trump, they both need to sit down somewhere and sit down and stay down. So that's what that is. But I don't know. I was listening to Funky Dineva, which I wish he would really change his name to something else, because he really is not. He's an intelligent person. He's educated and well versed in a lot of different things like politics and media and stuff like that. But the name just really takes it away. But anyway, he was saying how he thought like the whole fight between Elon and Trump was fake, and that it was just a way to get us to look at that and not look at some of the other things that they had going on in Congress or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, they're two people who have the same mental illnesses. So I doubt if they're going to get along for long, because they both want to be number one. So I don't know. Thank you, Oscar. Um, Anywho, who was that celebrity whose dad killed him? Was it Marvin Gaye? Didn't Marvin Gaye dad kill him? Because they was fighting. I think it was. Well, Oscar, it's time for you to move out. If you don't like the rules and daddy is tripping, it's time to go. Let's just say that. It's time to go. Because it comes to a point where, you have adult children who live in your house. You got your own rules. They don't want to follow them. It's time to go. I know, but that's how, don't worry about that, Oscar. If you is living in an environment where you don't want to be there and you don't feel like you're being treated fairly, and your dad is tripping, because when we old we trip, that's when I say you gotta go. Now they gonna miss your little $250 that you give them. Oh well. You say to them, listen, I'm getting on y'all nerves. It's obvious that I'm causing you some stress. So I'm gonna let you know ahead of time that I'm moving out. I'm moving out. And that's it. Okay, then they gonna miss that $800. They gonna miss that $800. They gonna miss. Let me tell you something. My son pays rent. Oh yeah, he pay rent. As a matter of fact, I just had to text him, tell him he owed me his phone bill money. Now, when he too late on his phone bill, see, this is the pettiness of me. I will turn his phone off. Meanwhile, I don't pay the phone bill, but I'm gonna turn your line off. Your line is gonna be off until you send me your money. Yeah, yeah, that's what I do. Oh, you don't like the rules? Then go and get your own phone line, honey. Go get your own phone line. Oscar, you if you can pay 800 to them, then it's time to get your own apartment. They bothering you. They bothering you. If they bothering you, then it's time to go. I just had this conversation with my son. If we bother you so much, he said something. My son was telling me something that my husband did. I said, well, if he did that to you, go slap him in his mouth. If he did that to you, because somebody did that to me, I would slap him. He was like, why would you say that? Because that's how you talking to me, like you really want to slap him in his mouth. I want to see you slap him in his mouth. Yo, here come George. Yo, here come George. I want to see you do that. You ain't gonna do that? Okay, then it's time for you to move out. Hey, entertainment you love. Hello. Like adult kids are the worst. Adult kids living in your house. Oh, y'all. George's girlfriend just came up. We thought she was pregnant. Oh, Lord, there go George's girlfriend. Y'all want to see George's girlfriend? Hold on, let me see. Can I see her? See her? That's George's girlfriend. There go George. There go George, y'all. There go George and his boo. There go Georgie and his boo-ski. Look at Georgie and his boo. Look at him. He's so shady. She don't walk through the fire, through the wind and through the wall. For a chance to be with George, she gladly risked it all. Through the fire. George, come here. George said, I don't want that cat. George said, I don't want that cat. She up there eating his food. Oh, my mother swear that's my dead father and that cat. Child. I know. He probably won't jump on the car tonight. I got it running. Plus his booski just came up. His boo-boo just came up. We don't really know if George is a man or not. I think it's a boy. I feel like George is a boy. You can't resist cats. You love cats? Oh my God. Y'all, what Peach has been talking about? What Peach been talking about? I got a video. I ain't even post that yet. Because everybody, not everybody, but the people on IG is saying that Wood is gay, y'all. I was a cat person too, but I'm allergic to cats. I found out I was a cat. I had a cat. And it triggered bronchitis. I had to get rid of him. They tried to kick her out of Star. Oh, no. Oh, did she post it? Oh, she was in there loud selling her classes. Anybody want to come to my Wake Up with Peach class? Ma'am, you're going to have to lower your voices. You're disturbing the other. I don't give one fuck. I got to sell these classes. Is that how it went? No, they did not call the Starbucks. I'm crying. Oh my God. How they figure out which... Okay, breathe. How they figure out which one she was in? Peach Mom will make her curse people out with Peach class. She really should. Oh my God. When I tell you, her comment section be so funny. Oh my God, her comment section be funny. I don't know how she show up on the internet every day. Oh yeah, she dog a single black mother. She's single too. All she got is a housekeeper with a ding dong that gives it to her every once in a while. Single black mother. Girl, she would be, y'all for real, think about it if Wood was not there. Really, like, imagine if Wood was not there. She would be done up. She really would be done up. She really would be done up. I know, right? Oh, y'all got 10 different persons. Oh, who y'all get? Cindy. Hi, everybody. Hi, Peach Patch. Then y'all get fuck you. Oh, wow. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. I don't really watch it. I mean, I go to snippets and I watch the people who talk about her just so I can figure out what's going on. But sometimes I do watch her too because she be funny to me because she is ridiculous. Oh my God. Peach got about, she got Cindy, she got Ghetto Peach, she got the real Peach, and then she got the little girl that was hurt because her mother made her wash in her bathwater Peach. That's baby Peach. It's about four. Oh, I gotta go over there. I gotta watch it. I gotta do it. I need a timestamp though. I don't wanna, I'll just keep gliding through until I find where they must have called. Wait, did the Starbucks employee come over to her live? No, and that's how she ate, was on food stamps. That's all she did. She ate on food stamps. Oh my God. You know, I can't stand when these YouTubers start making money and the first thing they do is throw it in their subscribers' faces. She's not the only one that does that. Erica E. Kane does that. DDG does that. Madison, Maddie, she do that. Like the ones, they all throw it in their subscribers' faces. She's a single married woman. If something happened to Wood, that whole family's going to implode. She could never handle it. Ever. Hi, Sarah. She has no support, nothing. She could never handle it. I know my Ed would go over there and help her because that's just the kind of person he is and stuff. I know he would, but, and I even think that her mother would help her too. But Peach don't want that because she don't want to hear the truth. She don't want nobody to tell her the truth. And so, yo, look at George. Look at George, y'all. There goes Boo. Look at George. Yeah, she don't. She just be done up. Well, that would, she would just be done. And it's sad to say it because I'm sure there are many women, especially back in the days, that was stuck with a bunch of kids and they somehow they did it. Peach pregnant? Ooh. Look, ooh. Somebody said that Peach had said that she liked to smell her baby's poo poo when they little babies. Like it's like a scent that she loves. I know. Whatever happened to taking Ashley to court after Ashley dotted her eyeball? What happened to that? I thought Ashley was going to court. Yeah, she said she liked the smell of baby doo-doo. Now, I know that's weird, but I like the smell of a puppy's breath. Only when it's a puppy. Only when it's a puppy. Once they run out of the puppy stage, I don't want to smell their breath no more. But I like puppy breath. I would literally go to the pet store and really act like I'm going to buy one of them puppies when I know I'm not. Just to get them to take them out the cage so I can cuddle and then I can smell their breath. And I'm like, here you go. The golden poop smell. Oh, that new baby poop. Ooh. It looked like mustard. Oh, y'all. Oh, Lord. George almost got hit by a car. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. My mother would have been devastated. Ew. Girl, Peach is nasty. Anytime she almost 58 years old and just figured out how to wipe under her titties. I don't, that was all I needed to hear. That was all I needed to hear. To know everything I need to know. Girl, since the smell is bad, all that. And then why do we need to know that wood like to go in the back door? When they invented social media, they never thought it would go like this, did they? When Mark sat around and said, I'm going to figure out a way for people to talk to old friends in high school, and we going to call it Facebook. He never in his wildest dream figured 15, 20 years ago, Peach McIntyre would be telling us that she liked to smell baby poo and her husband likes to go in her back door. He enjoys that. He never thought this would be what it would be. But here we are. Here we are. When she lifted her stomach, showing how to wipe under there, the cat, and then turned around and wiped her butt. Oh, shit. I don't know why she's doing, get ready with me. I don't know. I don't know. Did E. Kane do a video like that? Because she be riding E. Kane's balls. So if E. Kane's too busy. She's too busy fighting with people on TikTok. So, and she'll tell you in a minute she musky. E. Kane musky too. She always said, "Ooh, I'm musky," and stay with a venereal disease. She got more venereal diseases than she got pregnancies. Child. Oh, E. Kane did the diaper first? Yeah. She copies off of everything E. Kane does. She copies. If E. Kane did it, if Peach do it, you got to go check to see if E. Kane did it the day before. They both just nasty. They got two nasty, dirty men. Disgusting. Except Chris, E. Kane, man, to let you know he cheating. Child, he'll bring it on the internet. I'm cheating again. She definitely copying content because she don't ran out of shit to talk about. Her old shit don't work anymore. After a while, your audience does grow up. Like, she caught, when I left watching her from the Gamble with Peach, which I didn't know she was a cuckoo bird when on Gamble with Peach. And then when I came to her big page, initially I was like, oh, that's so messed up. Her husband is so wrong for that. And then the next video, she showed me who she really was. I said, oh no, you're the problem, bitch. You're the problem. Uh-oh, Sarah, I don't know you net. So that she can sleep with all her haters' husband. What? Ew, child. But can't feel sorry for her because she done a lot of crap. You really can't. You really can't. New baby mama was the one pissing her off on the live. Ugh. Ugh. Were you around when Fifi had a whole thing going on with Wood and Wood thought he was about to get him some new cooch and it turned out it was just Fifi playing on his phone? Oh my God. Ah! Child. This internet is a dirty, dirty game. It's a dirty, dirty game, child. Mm-mm. Hey, Kim against the world, girl. It is a dirty, 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 dirty game. Child, they got Miss Shirley. Poor Miss Shirley had to get interviewed. Fifi drove her nuts. I mean, literally drove her nuts because Wood wouldn't stop. Like she's telling Wood, Fifi is fake. Like it's not real. And Wood still answering this lady's text messages and shit. A whole dummy. Haggis, oh child, Fifi be having the most going on, child. Fifi. She be in different, she be like in different, it's called Judge Fifi. I think her channel now is called Judge Fifi. He only wanted the back door. Ain't no way I'm gonna let somebody tear my whole back door open. Ain't no way. Ugh. Yes, Fifi be doing the most, child. Fifi be doing the most. She's Judge Fifi. Fifi is so, I don't know if we want to call it talented, but semi-talented. She got intertwined in the business of, who is that lady with the big white husband and she little and people say she cuckoo and they be doing the most. She got a bunch of kids, got a couple kids with him. Fifi got in their business all crazy. Rose. Fifi got in Rose's business. Had Rose thinking. Fifi made Rose think that she was willing to go out and be a shooter for her. Queen of Kings, right? So she got intertwined with them and played them. How she disrespected. Child of shit. Who disrespected? Yeah, Rose, Karen. I can't watch Rose. It's just something about Rose that I know ain't quite right, and I just can't do it. Her and that big old white boy. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He kind of handsome, but he just big. Hey, Sharon Belli. Hello. How are you? Sharon Belli is from the mukbang sector. Oh yeah, Fifi don't have no loyalty to nobody, child. Fifi will drag you across the street, around the street, under the street, through the street. Oh, girl. Let's get off of Fifi before she start coming after me. Let's move on. Thank you, Cheryl. Let's get off of her. She don't play no games. I ain't got the time. No. No. Y'all not going to put me on her radar. And no. Hi, Jasmine. Hey, Sarah. Girl, y'all, if you know Fifi, you know what I'm talking about. Leave that alone. Chill. Leave it alone. But, oh, God. Oh, y'all know I'm doing a challenge. I'm supposed to be on here for 2 hours. I'm in yo-yo streaming school. Streaming University. Yo, you saw how the last Streaming University ended with a whole rumble. Ain't nobody gonna shoot me in my eye, are they? I'm about to log off. I'm gonna change mine to an hour. I'm gonna change mine. But you said the algorithm said we gotta stay for 2 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot till I saw how you got that 15K on that video. I said, what? 15K on a live stream? Damn. She might be on to something. Hi, Ian. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm on summer break and I'm trying to get my whole life, child. I was going to get me a summer job because every summer my husband's like, are you going to be working this summer? And I'm like, yeah. Shit. But I couldn't pick up any classes. I said that in my last live. So y'all listen to me. Y'all, I had the nerve to say, well, maybe I'll go work at an amusement park. I can't even say it without laughing because I knew good and damn well I was not going to be working at no damn amusement park. So the amusement park, I sent them an application. I was like, yeah, they was looking for salespeople just to sell the tickets. And I was like, I could do that. Why? They was like, girl, no. I said, how the fuck y'all gonna turn me down? That was my sign that, I probably just, don't need to do that. Any updates on production? I'm just coming in. Congrats on streaming university. That sounds cool. Um, Anything on production? No, not really. Just my last video where he went to his lawyer canceled the bond hearing because they knew he was never going to even be offered a bond. Apparently in Georgia, those judges don't give a bond for a murder charge. But then it makes me think, if this could happen to any of us. Let's say we in the house with somebody and we all playing with a gun, right? And then we tussling and rustling and playing with a drunk. We're a little bit drunk and we playing with a gun. I'm not saying this is what happened with them. And let's just say, for example, a mistake happens, an accident, and you shoot somebody. It was an accident. In the state of Georgia, you're going to sit in there with no bond, even though it was a mistake. And something about that just don't sit right with me. I think you should always have your hearing in court so that you can explain to a judge or a grand jury, this is my side of it. Like, take in consideration what I'm telling you happened, also evidence and all of that stuff. But in the state of Georgia, they're not even giving him an opportunity to do that. He won't have an opportunity, production, if y'all know the case between him and Llips, he won't have an opportunity to talk about his case. YouTube is a job. Thank you, Prayed Up. And that's what I'm doing this summer. You got that right, honey. And also, I do a lot of affiliate marketing, which I can't really do during the times that I'm working my real jobs. All right, let me get back to production. And so basically, production will be sitting at Gwinnett County Jail until next year. And his attorney, which I haven't released that phone call yet, told me that he working on 10 other murder charge cases, child. So if you figure that attorney got that many cases, other attorneys got, like, he in line to meet up with, to go to court. He gonna be he's gonna be there. He's gonna be sitting there with no chance of bail. That's out. That is out. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody else know, but if y'all know his family, I would love for them to reach out to me. If y'all know his family, I'm not sure if anybody is supporting him while he's in there. And of course, some people are like, F him, I ain't supporting him, blah, blah, blah. And that's your prerogative. You do what you want to do. Oh, no, I didn't just quote Bobby Brown. You do what you want. Stupid. You do whatever your heart tells you to do. I mean, there's people that support R. Kelly. There are people that, whatever. The freaking murderers of all time have supporters. It's just a horrible, messed up situation. It really is. It's just a messed up situation that you can't go back from. You cannot go back from it. Can't turn the hands of time. Can't wish it never happened. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. But thank you all for coming in. Streaming University. Yo, Streaming University. Woo! Yo, gonna put me out. Oh my God. Yo, Streaming University. Yo, you gotta make what is it? A thumbnail, and I'll put it on top of it. I put it in a corner. Y'all hit the like button for God's sake. Shoot. Thank you. Hey, Kiki. But yeah, y'all, that's really all I had to say. I'm gonna get a B minus again tonight because I ain't gonna be able to make it. Because really, I'm thinking about my ice cream. Yep, tonight I had. Oh, y'all, today I went to church and I wasn't even on my phone. I wasn't even on my phone in church. Yep, I was paying attention. I am prayed up. I am. Nobody else. They're not going to report on it. And I was thinking about it. I'm talking about production, and it's one up on the community. Okay, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna put part of it on my thumbnail. But I was what was I saying? Oh, I had made a quick video on TikTok because I was like nobody's talking about it again on TikTok. They may want to know what's going on with production. And so I did a video and within 2 days it got 10,000 views. And so I know people still want to know. And of course a hater from YouTube came over there and was like, "Oh, she's just trying to do content." Obviously, you dumbass bitch. I'm a reaction channel, idiot. I'm glad you're reporting on it because I'm interested in what's going on. I am too. And just understanding the process that people go through once they're in this ridiculous system. Poor production. I'm not on his side or any side, but those fans turned on him quick. Many of them funded the rock star lifestyle. They drank with him on live. 100%. 100%. But I always thought about them with the drinking thing. I'm like, well, you know what? They at home and they like they get in their cars. They tell people what it is. We gonna get tipsy tonight. Did we know that they had like these fights and toxic relationship? We did, but I didn't know it was at the extreme of what it was. You know what I mean? And I never reported on it. Even though I knew things, I never made a video about it back then. And believe me, I was dragging big mukbang channels. You know what I'm saying? But I never did because I just liked them. It was just something about them. I liked them and I never went there with them. Even when Llips had did all that foul shit around there, when they first was trying to do collabs. Like when all that stuff happened, I never did videos about it. Because I like Prissy too. I like Prissy P. Like I went through a little something in the mukbang sector and she reached out to me and showed me love. You know what I mean? So like I never got in between that stuff with them. So yeah, it's messed up, what he did and how it ended. But I never shared with y'all what he said to me because, it is an open case, but he's going to fight it. He's definitely going to fight it. The outcome is what it is, but there are things that lead up to, you know what I mean, what happened. So it's going to be up to a jury or a judge to decide what does that matter in the final judgment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still reaching out to him. I'll reach out to him again, in the next couple of weeks, see where things are. And then we got to remember, too, production is not healthy. Production had a major stroke. Hi, Double Twin. Production had a major stroke before Llips had his heart attack. So, when you get to prison, it ain't like you gonna automatically like get all your meds and they gotta figure all that shit out. You gotta go to the infirmary, you gotta figure. So, I'm sure his blood pressure is sky high. If he got blood pressure issues, that he get his med, like he's not well. And now you in that environment, anything could be going on with him. Of course we know mentally, I couldn't even imagine what he's dealing with. But he's also not healthy. Production is not healthy. People think that BB and the brother are scheming to take over the channel and merge. Production should be entitled to that channel. He was an actor on the channel, 100%. But how he gonna fight? That's a whole nother fight. That's a whole nother fight. That would have been a fight if him and Lips had broken up. That would have been a fight anyway, because it was Lips' name on the channel. It sounds like Lips controlled the money. Just like Tasha and Stephanie, Tosh and Steph. Tosh really just gave Stephanie the channel, but she didn't have to do that. She could have fought for that big channel. Or she could have told her to erase everything off the channel. When you got like Mimi and Mo, same shit. Mimi is entitled to the revenue from that channel. Yeah, he did. They had a very toxic relationship. It's just when love turns into you smacking me, fighting me, kicking me, then we ain't in love no more. We enemies and we fighting and we should separate. If it was Lips in jail and the husband was the victim, would they have the same outrage for Lips? I think it would be divided. I think it was like it is now. I really see a lot of people that, at least the people that come to my comment section, show love towards production, but there are also a lot of people who don't. And at the end of the day, like, none of us have to live with what he has to live with. You know what I mean? We don't. So if people hate him, love him, whatever, he got to live with this. Rather they give him 5 years in prison, 20 years in prison, he's got to live with the outcome of that night. And it's ugly. Their daughter has to live with it. It's ugly. It's ugly. But it's hard to get people who are toxic to break up. How many times have any of us tried to get people that we know shouldn't be together to end their relationships? They won't do it. And then they get mad at you. So you got to just learn this, as to stay out of. Of course, if as a therapist, somebody comes in and they tell me their husband is kicking their ass or they going through, like, I'm going to try to get them support, but I also have the understanding that they may not leave. They really may not leave. All I can say is, look, miss, this is the shelter. This is what I think you should do. This is the safest way to end this relationship. Encourage them and build them up until they're finally ready to go. But just saying, you need to leave, he's an idiot, that don't work. That does not work. So I'm sure, many family members tried to get them to just end the relationship, but it didn't end. I can't get over the fact that he was in the hospital with no support for 6 days while he was dying. Family and friends abandoned Liv. Like, every family's dynamic is different, so I get that. I just know for me and my siblings, they could never be missing for 6 days. I have sent the police to my sister's homes if I can't reach them for a day and a half. Literally, I've done that. And they're not even in no toxic relationships. We just lived in different states. And you ain't answer the phone, bitch. Where are you? I only had to do that to them one time to let them know, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I'm sending the police to your home. And now they just pick up the phone. Bitch, I'm fine. Okay. Okay. My sister could never be in the hospital for 6 days and I didn't know she was there. And what the F is up with that hospital? I can go to any hospital that I've been to or another hospital in my area. They all connected. That man was just in the hospital system with a heart attack. You didn't have nobody on his list to call? Come on now. Unless he only put him down. But child, I got about 3-4 people on my emergency contact list. Just in case one don't answer the phone. Yes. He sat there for 6 days, and then people saying, well, why didn't he call? Well, production got processed, according to the police record, at 1 a.m., right? That's on April 17th, whatever. That's when he finally got processed. They arrested him on the scene. So he got processed. Um, Hi, Jake. Now I'm going to have to block you. You should have never told us who you are. Girl, these kids won't leave me alone. Summer is over. Summer just started. Anyway, so he got arrested on the 17th, but it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know when these people let you use the phone, right? So the sister said for 6 days he didn't tell anybody. Girl, these people won't leave me alone. They just won't. Let me go missing. Because, between semesters, I'll be a substitute teacher in a heartbeat. Let me be missing. They think I'm dead. I don't got fired. They be like, and then when I show back up, where you been? Leave me alone. Girl, I don't block Jake. They know I don't play with them like that. I told them I'm too grown on social media. I cuss. Girl, they be singing my song in the hallways. I can't stand these kids. Leave me alone. They worse than George the cat. Anyway, they done took me off subject. Jesus. Y'all don't know how hard I try to keep these people out of my business. My college students, stay out my business. Don't look for me on social media. When I'm a substitute teacher, stay out my business. Don't look for me on social media. When I'm a therapist, my clients, they don't know nothing about this. Stay out of my business. This is a whole nother person over here. Whole nother person. Bye, Jake. Shit. Child. Anyway, y'all. Yes. So, basically, now I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, production. Basically, I don't, mentally and physically, I just can't see him, The decline is real, and it must be horrible. But, and however, I don't know. It's heartbreaking. It's sad. And a lot of people have moved on. Nobody is talking about it. That's how social media is. Whatever is hot, whatever is going on. That's why I made 3 minutes of black news, because things switch up and change so quickly on social media. And as a reaction channel, if I want to do content in, the celebrity space, nobody is really going to come look at my videos because there's so much. Can you get his phone records? Hell no, girl. What you want me to go to prison? No, I can't get his phone records. The only record I can get is mine. The record that him and I have. That's it. I can get those records. This is a channel that obtains recordings from jail. People would want to know, who is he calling. I wonder if that's Now, you know what? Prayed up. Now, you going to stop it. Is that public record? I know all of their phone calls are recorded. And only when it's released by whoever it's released by. Because I know they releasing some of Diddy shit. The transcripts from those phone calls from jail. But I don't know. Is it a channel like that? Girl, let me find out. All phone calls are recorded. Even all correspondence is recorded. Everything. And they tell you that. Like, everything. Yes, you can request phone calls from jail. Oh, y'all. Y'all want me to be that nosy? Oh. The channel is called Phone Calls from Prison. And baby, I am definitely... Let me screenshot this. Hold on. I don't want to screenshot. I might fuck up the live. Phone Calls from Prison. I'll put that in. I watched the calls from Shirley Strawberry's husband. You may want to. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got some homework. Oh Lord, y'all! Now you're gonna be on my ass. All right. Ah. Ooh. Yo, you should start a. I don't know. How can all of us in your streamer university like talk to each other, like support each other? This is we're doing like, we are small channels and we're just trying to grow and learn from each other. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What? I'm gonna come over. I'll come over to that because I'm about to end. Because I got questions. You heard it here, girl. I'm about to be nosy. Phone calls from prison. Oh, y'all. Child. Ain't nothing a secret. It ain't nothing a secret in prison. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? If they go the usual route. You pick up one of their phones, it's going to be recorded. Definitely going to be recorded. Because I know in the street sector, do y'all watch Real Right and Uncut? On his he has several of his content people are in jail, and he's been doing Real Right and Uncut. He's been going to the doing the phone calls from jail and making those videos. Juicy too. I had a whole side chick. Who had a whole side chick? They all commented under the post, and we just got in support, and I shout everyone out, and my people support. Oh, okay. Um, yeah. Them phone calls be crazy. But anyway, on Real Right and Uncut, Ghost has been doing phone calls with Mike and recording those. Because Mike is locked up. If y'all know that channel and y'all know all the people on that channel, Penelope locked up. Shirley Strawberry's ex-husband, Nesto, she is a lady from... Oh, yeah, I know Shirley. I can't believe Steve still fucks with Shirley after Shirley was talking shit about him and Margie. I was like, Steve, why are you still messing with Shirley's corny ass? First of all, everybody told her not to marry his bum ass, and she did it anyway. Hold on, y'all. My phone about to die. I gotta put it on charger. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to turn the camera around because I'm about to go in the house. I told y'all I keep thinking about this ice cream. I keep thinking about this ice cream. But anywho, I don't feel sorry for Shirley anyway. I don't, because that was just dumb. Oh, damn. You right, prayed up. We gonna find them recordings, girl. Let's see who been over there calling. That would be interesting. You think Big Bob reached out to him? I'm sure other subscribers have reached out to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, girl, I'm about to go in here because they had Haagen-Dazs was on sale at the shop, right, for $3.99. So I got cookies and cream. No, what I got? I got the cookie dough. The cookie dough. I got the cookie dough one. Melt that just a little bit. You don't melt it too much, but I put just a little tiny little melt on it. I don't like it too hard. But then I don't want it to be like a milkshake either. So I put just a little bit, a little tiny. Yup, and that's what I do. But I'm going to be up late tonight because after church, I immediately took a nap. And then after my nap, I had some turkey necks and gravy and rice. And baby, now it's time for me to take it down to Sleepy Town. No, I'm about to go watch Steve Harvey, eat my ice cream, figure out a video to do to tell somebody's business. I do got a peach video I need to drop. I just need to do a thumbnail. And I did this. And that's it, and that's all. Then I'm going to listen to Yo-Yo. Because you should go on live, or you live now? And that's it, y'all. But I thank y'all for coming in. I did an hour. So I know I'm only going to get a B plus for this, but that's okay. I'll do better next time. And my bag wasn't so big and I wasn't so greedy. I was like, dang, I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. You don't have a chat. Oh, you just a viewer. Don't say you just a viewer. It's the viewers that keep us going. The viewers make the show. The viewers is everything. I'm going to keep pushing. Good night, y'all. Bye.